The last name of this morning's guest means red mountains, and his poems are from the heart. Who is he? You'll meet him coming up next on Carolina People. Good morning. Welcome to Carolina People. This morning we're at Villa Romana Italian Restaurant, the Italian restaurant of the year, located between 7th and 8th Avenue South in Myrtle Beach, right off of Kings Highway. We're focused on a local outstanding citizen, Claudio Montrosse. Good morning, Claudio.
Good morning. How are you?
Thank you so much for coming in. What about this Villa Romana?
Yeah, my brother just wasn't here. I saw him on the commercial.
Do a little intro, I know.
Little intro, yes.
It was great to have him in even earlier than you. Wednesday morning.
I don't know why you wake up so early.
He came in to intro for you.
For me. Oh, great.
We've had a great week. On Monday, obviously, the woman from the March of Dimes was here, Colleen. Crystal Hummer.
Yes.
Was with us on Monday morning, and yesterday the young lady who teaches English in Japan.
Oh, wow, it's a great.
Tiffany Jackson was tremendous,
great.
And tomorrow Laura Flynn will be with us.
Oh, Laura Flynn, yeah.
And then on Friday, we've got a special guest, obviously, Catherine Levinas from the American Art Association.
So to one
guy break up four ladies.
Break up for the four ladies. It's good.
You don't mind that
little
position. Yeah. Thank you for coming in. This is so special, and obviously the opportunity to get you in.
Thank you
I
very
was
much
here in the
for
restaurant
having me
last week, and I saw your beautiful daughter, Lainey.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Gave me some great ideas, and I said, what should I ask your dad when I see him next Wednesday on the show? And she said, well, talk to him about his design work.
Oh, really? Well, she's fascinated with my design. I made these. I finished this back in July 22nd, one day before my sister's birthday, which is a kind of, memory. It's sentimental value to me.
Sister Loretta.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if you know about Loretta.
Well, I found out a little about Loretta, who's the seventh child.
Yeah, the child.
She was your mother's seventh child.
The baby in the family, which we lost back in 1982.
1982.
Yeah, she was 23 years old. Yes, but I made this the day before was her birthday. This is July, and this is my family crest.
Right.
It's my family crest, and I had an idea a couple of years ago, but I cannot figure out the design. I tried to do the design in a different way, and I did. Right. I was very close, but I can never do. Finally, I found it through Joseph, through a writer named Scorza.
Right.
He wrote a Nobles of Genova. It's a book.
And the Nobles of Genova.
Yeah, Genova. The Nobles of Genova, Italy. They say Genoa or Genova. They go on both ways, and I found that my family, my crest, and we are noble. We are very noble.
Is that right?
Yeah, I already know from 10 years or 15 years ago, but I can never find the book. Finally, a friend of mine, he found in Italy, sent it to me. They sent it to me, and it's it's amazing.
Really? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. But I left it in the back, but I wish I could bring it in front, I could show you. But anyway, this is my family crest.
It's beautiful. Of course, it hangs up here in the front of the restaurant.
Monterosso mi Mount.
Right.
And Rosso mi red. For this, you can see the red and the...
yeah, I see red.
The red
there on the
top.
mountain. I'm not sure if viewers can get a sense of that, but they can a little better. Here, now, you haven't yet finished this because the red is not there on the mountain.
I don't got no roses in here. I guess the roses, they got lots of contrast right there.
Yes.
And
that's stunning.
I painted in here on top of the helmet, and on top of even the chest right there. I already painted these. I did a little touch up all over, and I built the roses in here.
Your upholstery, interior decorating skills are tremendous.
This is my idea, and it's what I do. It's made by nail, decorated nail.
Right.
Which look like a real shield if you look at it, but it's made with the plywood and wood in the back.
Have you always had an interest in this kind of work?
I grew up after high school. In Italy, you finish high school when you're 14 years old.
You finished high school at 14 in Italy? Is that like most
kids?
Everybody.
Really?
Well, what do they do at 14?
And then after 14, you go in the upper school, which, it's an upper school. They give you more or less like a job, a preparation, just like any other school in here.
Right.
And that's what they do. But I already had a skill. I went to work as an upholstery interior decorator. I learned how to design, and I learned how to. Well, I already had a skill in design, but I did the one. I can sew. I did lots of sewing. I did a balance.
Really?
Yeah, drapery. I lay carpet. I lay mural with the velvet. I did a mural with the velvet all around the house. Whatever it is. And there's many, many, many years. A room, especially living room, they got a house over there that's 500 years old, 1,000 years old, even more. And just sitting up, yes.
Do you miss Rome at all, Claudio?
Lenny miss Rome. I
Lenny
miss
does,
Rome,
your
but
daughter does,
Lenny miss Rome.
But your daughter was born in the States.
Yeah, Lenny born in here. She's American Indian, really, too.
Is that
She's
right?
half Italian, half Indian. Call her Wapaho, little Wapaho for Lenny. It's a little joke, but because she's half Indian, half Italian. For this, they call Italian Waps. For this, Wapaho.
Right.
But also, I made when I was doing the balance, I created different things for the center. And I want to show you. These are the first.
Yeah, please.
This is the first. This is the first one I made, and never made. This is unique. This is the only one I ever made. Usually I do this in the upholstery.
How long would something like this take you to make, Claudio?
Well, it's taking me maybe one day.
Is that all? My
Yeah,
Lord,
one day.
it's
Yeah.
So, viewers probably can't get a sense of how perfected it is.
Yeah, see,
I'm
going to show you the back because this is going to go to a bar. This is going to go to a bar, and if you notice, and I got a bolt in the back, and I've put a double plywood. This is plywood. If you look at my design in the back, you see my design, the way you show the way the nail went.
That's tremendous.
Okay, and I put the foam inside. I put the foam in here, and then I glue this together. Oh, this is from Walmart, but they're beautiful.
Right, sure, it is. It's gorgeous.
I got this nail, special nail. I bought this special nail, and go all the way around. That to be perfect. If you look
Walmart has never had a native Roman take their stuff and create something this.
Well, I say, but I take a pride in what I do. And,
absolutely, it shows. It shows. Real quick about yourself, Claudio. So you were born in Rome,
born and raised
not
in
in Rome, Georgia, not in Rome, New York, in the real Rome.
I born and raised in Rome, and maybe 2 miles from the Colosseum. I've been there many times. I've been in
2
St.
miles
Peter.
from the Colosseum.
Yeah, even St. Peter, and I used to walk around all the time. I was very, at my age, I was very independent. I started working when I was 6 years old. I gave a little bit to my family history, and because not because I want to, but because I have to. My family it was a larger family. My father was a little sick, and my mom too. She was working every day. They cared all the kids. There were 7 kids in my family.
7. Now Ronaldo, who did the little intro this morning, he said you're much older than he, but I know he's wrong. Yeah.
Oh, he's wrong.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He's the much older.
A long shot.
He's a lot older.
He got a gray hair too.
He does a lot more than you. That's right. That's right.
I tell you, from day in day, I grew up in Rome, and I was very independent. And this is one reason why, my mind is very open on everything. And I said this is one reason why I like design. Also, my spare part when I'm home, because I'm on social security disability. When I'm home, and I usually because I have to sit down because I can walk too much.
Right.
I make a crosses with the matches.
Really?
And yes, and.
Oh no, it's fine. No, it's just...
No, I do have it here someplace, but
sure.
Maybe after intermission we're gonna look at it. But anyway, and so what do I make a crosses with the match? I burn the matches, put it together, and the design is beautiful.
It's a great idea.
Beautiful. I made over 400, 500, and I've been giving away most of the time.
You just give them away. You do a lot of this for fun.
Yeah.
Obviously, some of these pieces you want to make sure that folks display.
When I had a business in West Virginia before my son passed away and my wife passed away, I was with many organizations.
You were with which organization?
I was in the Rotary.
In Rotary, sure.
I was a founder for the OSIA, All the Sons of Italy in America. I'm the founder for Lodge 2631 in Princeton, West Virginia.
Right.
I worked for the Chamber of Commerce. I was in the executive committee for the Chamber of Commerce.
Do you miss West Virginia at all, Claudio?
Well, I had good people. I had good friends.
Sure. You were there a long time.
Yeah, after my son died, I decided to move down here. I spent some time because my youngest daughter, Lenny, which we mentioned before.
Oh, yeah.
She was 6 years old, and when my son died, she was almost 9. I decided to move down here. That way she could get affection from my mom.
Yeah.
Mama Lucy, Nonna Lucy, my brother Rinaldo, and my sister-in-law friend.
Sure.
Which my daughter called her Auntie Mommy. To friend, Auntie Mommy.
Is that right?
Yeah, even today, even she's 17 years old,
right.
she still calls her Auntie Mommy.
Yeah.
That's what she said. And for this, I want to give her the affection of her family. And even if she got two older sisters, but they're very close on ages, friend is a little bit more older for this. It's
tremendous that you've taken on that very progressive and aggressive role with your daughter.
Yeah,
so oftentimes, obviously, a lot of parents can't. A lot of fathers just don't have that distant role.
She do great in school. She's a president at the senior.
She's the youngest of three girls.
The youngest of three girls, but she was the youngest of 4 children.
Of all 4 children.
Like I lost my son, which he was third in the family. He had an car accident. It was a single car accident. The car was defective.
I saw this picture of him, and we'll talk about this in just a little bit, so that viewers can get a sense of your son, who's Claudio the second. Claudio the second. What was this? Give viewers a sense of what was happening. This is Governor Underwood.
Yeah, from
there in West Virginia.
Yeah, back in 1993, I received the Outstanding Citizenship Award through the state of West Virginia for things I did.
The outstanding citizen from the entire state.
For the entire state, yes.
Wow.
It's just like, you go to President Bush or President Clinton or whatever, any other president, I give you one of the honorary, citizenship for the state, for the United States.
Right.
I got in the local level, which on the state level, but it's the same.
That's
I
tremendous.
consider the same. I went to see the president in the White House back in 1994.
Oh, come on.
Oh, yeah.
President Clinton?
Yeah, President Clinton. Yeah, back in 1993, he was talking about the health, for care for all the people, health insurance for the people. And me and my wife, I was one of the 500 people invited at the front lawn to the White House.
Really?
Yes, we discussed the health care for everybody.
Right.
Everybody, to business people.
Your wife was still living then?
Yeah, my wife was still living, Good. We went to there and we talked to Hillary Clinton. We talked to Congressman Keepart and Joseph Kennedy, which I know Joseph Kennedy real well.
Oh, yeah?
And I saw him at the time, yes. And I know a few other people. I know senators and I know congressmen.
Right, sure.
From Michigan and from down here. I lived in Michigan for over 11 years.
You were in Michigan, so when you arrived in the States, what was it about the U.S. that spurred you to move here?
Well, my father born and raised in this country.
Your father was born and raised
from Italia.
Excuse me, I broke into your historical perspective a little bit ago.
No, it's okay.
Right.
My father born and raised in this country from Italian mom and daddy, which was an immigrant. They come up through Ellis Island, both. And my grandfather came up through a navy called Torino, like a Turin, Italy.
Sure.
It was the same name. They come in here, but my grandma history, I try to find my grandma history through Ellis Island. I can find it, but maybe the name changed because they changed my grandfather's name, which was Monterosso, and then it became a Montrose.
With the O, right?
With the O, and Monterosso, yeah. And after the T, you got the E.
Right.
You see?
So now, when we see it, Montrosse,
yes.
So the way we see it now, it drops the E, and it has an E at the end.
Yeah, you got a hole. Got a hole and the E after the T.
That's fascinating.
And made it easy for them. But my grandfather came from Ellis Island, and my daddy went to Italy when he was like 3 years old. And when he was 3 years old, my grandma registered him to the Italian, courthouse.
Right.
The courthouse. Well, when he went back over there, he was under 21 years old. Somebody, he lost his passport. We can define, if he lost or somebody stole the passport, and he can prove it. He can prove it away. He tried to come back in this country. He said no. And the time Mussolini took over Italy, it was after in Italy.
Right.
They called the Black Jacket, the Mussolini people, soldier and everything. They told him, if you're going to go in the army, you're going to go to jail. And my daddy was to speak Italian too. He said, well, I'm going to go in the army.
Right.
They sent him to Africa. He was, I'm pretty sure he was one of the very few mercenaries, or soldier portion from a different country, which he was. He was an American citizen. He never lost his American citizenship, but he can never prove.